Between G and M, shorten the stride, half turn on haunches left. Proceed medium walk. Between G and H, shorten the stride, half turn on haunches right. Proceed medium walk. At M, turn right.
I'm beautiful in my way, just I'll make no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't I still regret just what I still said? I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way.
And here we go for our second level, test 3. This is the second test that we rode at Woodbridge Equestrian Center on Saturday. This is our entrance and a halt. Again, we've been getting 7s and 8s on our entrance, so I was quite happy about that. Of course, a little resistance back to trot. You know, Jalaal can't give me 100% effort. He's got to give me his opinion from time to time, you know, because it's Jalaal. So this is going to be our first medium. So this is supposed to be the medium, so it's supposed to actually have a little bit of suspension in it. It's actually not bad for Jalaal. It's not bad.
K to E, shoulder in right.
It's still a little quick. You know, we're constantly working on it to try to make it better. But you can see him pushing a little bit, which is good, because it's supposed to have some push and some power. So he's just 7. We'll get there. This is our shoulder in. We actually improved. We've been working on this at the walk and at the trot for the last month. So we have our shoulder in, which was not bad. We did show some improvement on the scores. This is our 10-meter circle to travers, and yeah, no, there's no travers. No, still working on it at the walk. It's not there. I need to have spurs on in order to be able to swing his hip over to get him off my outside leg. So, well, it's work in progress. Everything's a work in progress. So, then we come to the other side. This is going to be our second medium. Still not too bad. I was a little tight, I think, in my core because I was bouncing a little bit. I felt like I was hanging on and gritting my teeth, so not a good ride by the rider, naughty rider. So this is our mirror. This is going to be our shoulder in. You can see we actually got to our 3 tracks, which was pretty cool. And I got the flexion to the outside, which is what I'm supposed to do. So I keep having problems with the bend going the wrong way, so we're getting there. This is our 10-meter circle. He's running out of gas, and you can see even though I've got my outside leg on him, it's just not going to get the haunches off the rail. So he did get the haunches back to the rail, so I didn't get the travers on either side. This is my halt coming up. Could have been a little bit more square, but and then our rein back was a bit of a mess. I felt him take the 3rd step, and I went to try to hold him up, and then he took 3 steps after that. So we ended up with like 6 steps backwards. So that was a bit of a mess. So we just have to work on that. It's something I have not been working on. Now this is our turn on the haunches that we have been working on quite a bit. We've been doing quite a bit of walk work. So I've been working on my turn on the haunches. This one I was really happy with. This one showed a lot of improvement. We got the bend in the correct direction, and he came around properly. The second one I felt like we got stuck a little bit. As you can see here, step, 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 and then right there he hesitated. So I felt like he got stuck a little bit. But overall, it did score much better than we've been getting, so I was quite happy about that. So this is our medium walk. Again, work in progress. It's actually been going pretty well. This test was actually better than the first level test, which always seems to be the way. A stretch walk was pretty good. Wasn't as active as I would like it to be, but he didn't break, and he didn't jig and jog and and carry on. So he did walk quite nicely. I didn't push him as much because I didn't want to cause a rhythm error or cause him to jog. And we come back up into our medium walk. Coming up is going to be our walk to canter at K. There it is, and I don't hear you, I don't hear you, la 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 la. Oh, you wanted me to canter. Yes, Jalaal. This is our medium, which I pushed a little bit, but I was not that brave. And then we didn't get quite a transition at the end of that to have a differentiation between the working canter and the medium. So this is the beginning of our counter canter loop, and you can see I'm still struggling with the geometry. The circles need to be half 20-meter circles, and I'm getting, because the court is narrower than I'm used to riding, so I'm just struggling with that. And I was supposed to go towards the center line for the change from canter to walk, but I stopped early because I've been teaching him to canter halt just to make sure I get the walk. So we lose points for it, but it's still you know, in development. It's mostly me just getting him to sit up under his sit on his back end and get that. So this is our medium. Again, it's got some jump to it, but it's not the longer strides that we want. And then it's not as obviously different from the collected canter to the medium canter, so I have to work on that. And you can see here, this is what I'm talking about, how severe, and he, of course, he popped over, changed lead because the angle I gave him wasn't appropriate, so he didn't quite have the room or the balance to maintain the counter canter. So that was rider error. So I got him back over down to the lead we were supposed to be on. And again, I'm going to set up here for our change. This one was closer to the center line. Of course, we go to halt and then back to canter because we're still not quite there with the canter walk, but it's getting closer. And then down here at K, we go back to trot and then down the center line. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. Not as many antics as the other one, but we had a good time. Bye.